Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of First 40 Turns. We've got 5 left. That's it. 5 more and we will have done them all. And today we rock Scotland. And it took us a while. We're getting trolled by the starts, but we found ourselves a good start. There has been some occasions where we tried to emphasize what to do during bad starts, but Scotland is one civilization I kind of wanted to get into a good start with. Find a location where they got some luxuries and some mountains and stuff like that. Obviously, they're a great civ to push for a science victory. So that's what you would tend to want to do with them. This is a great start. It's got some great tiles. You only see the one luxury, so obviously the very important thing you want to keep in mind when you're playing with Scotland is ways to find luxuries to keep them happy and preferably ecstatic. Happy cities receive an additional 5% science and 5% production. Happy cities generate an additional 1 great scientist point per campus and plus 1 great engineer points per industrial zone. Ecstatic cities double all of these amounts. So you could imagine, even if you only got like 8 cities out, okay, even though I try to push for more than that in a science game, even if you were squeezed and you only found places to put 8 cities, let's just say that's the case. If you were able to make sure that you get all of them kept ecstatic, so for instance, you'd probably want to emphasize entertainment complexes as maybe your 4th district. In some cases, anyway. Certainly you need campuses first. You'll want theater squares for some culture help as well. And obviously commercial hubs. And then you'll need industrial zones at some point as well. So it's not easy to figure out when you would put them in, but entertainment complexes, the Colosseum, anything to help out with trying to make sure that you stay ecstatic. Make sure you try and make friends as best you can. Make friends with your neighbors so that you can get favorable trade deals with them. Make sure you emphasize not only getting your luxuries, but getting extra copies of your luxuries so that you can trade them away for more. They're absolutely fantastic. Obviously, if you can find Buenos Aires, which makes bonus resources act as luxuries, that would be amazing. You would emphasize them as being one of the places you'd want to target. Haggis Hugger, what's going on, Grandpa Zola? So that's the thing. And obviously, you know, if you can keep them ecstatic, that's 10% bonus science in every city, 10% bonus production in every city. Not to mention every campus and industrial zone. So let's say you've got 8 cities. That could be potentially an extra 16 great scientist points and an extra 16 great engineer points every single turn on top of everything else. To say that that's absolutely amazingly overpoweringly strong is an understatement. So obviously you'd want to move down here, settle right next to this 4-2, and have this city absolutely explode with population. We also have a 3-2 here that we'll be able to expand to and allow the growth to continue even more. There's not a lot of amazing tiles beyond that. It's actually kind of flat out here, unfortunately. Looks like a desert mountain up there. So desert up this way. But yeah, only, 3 other good tiles in addition to this one. So 4, I mean, that's kind of a minimum you kind of would like to be looking for. Obviously, you can make it work with less, but step on this hill. So it looks like we kind of got desert all across the north here. Potentially a Petra city going on up in here. You never know. But yeah, rather flat in a lot of this area. Not the greatest, but you make it work, And certainly, whenever we have super fast growth, I do try to emphasize scout in a situation where we can pump out that settler a little bit sooner. So we'll go scout. We'll growth in 4, and the scout in 6. Technology-wise, the first tile we would probably want to choose to grab is this. Animal husbandry would be nice there if you had that, but another strong growth tile. But a 2-2 tile is really what we're looking for at this point. So If you could grab the 2/2 tile with an early builder from a goodie hut, that would be ideal. And away we go! Listen to those bagpipes go, baby. I'm thinking I might actually step... I was thinking of stepping this way, actually. We kind of learned this way pretty good. Go this way. Depending on where that river goes, it certainly looks like there might be a Petra up here. And there's also, actually, my original thought was campus right here. And it still could be, because you could still get some great adjacencies in here. Or you could go campus there. Depending on where you wanted to play other districts. But there's also the potential... Oh, we're at coastline up there. There's also the potential that there's a +3 here, but I don't know what else you do with the districts. I'm not seeing... This is not a particularly strong city. Ultimately, if you're going science, this would not be your location for... Ooh. Mamma mia. This would not be the location that you would choose for your... spaceport. Population in 1. Definitely a Petra city up here. Depending on how good it is, this could be your spaceport city for all intents and purposes. We have a barb to the south. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. Absolutely insane. And then it's starting to turn into some chops out here, but also hills. Be nice if there's a few more Petra hills, like just in here. I don't think there's going to be one there. Might be one there, though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to guess 13 or 14. Pretty amazing. It's not like 15 or 18 or 20, like super crazy. But... Ooh. Okay. Turn 7, we've met a bit of a war guy. Oh, food tile for growth. Oh. We never took a look at our continents, but we are only on the one continent at the moment, which is not great. It's nice to be on a split as Scotland, of course. And I would say there's a good chance he's right here. Or there's either that or it's a city-state, maybe. But you'd want to jump up here real quick and grab this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 14 hill Petra. There's a gorgeous growth tile there and a gorgeous growth tile there to help the population grow immensely, very fast. There's also 2 trees to chop down to get the build done itself. Not to mention, if you really needed it, you could get some more chops off this city if you wanted to push it that hard. A ridiculous Petra city sitting right there. And then you just put Petra right... Oh, actually, no, you probably put Petra there. Because that's a potential campus location. Yeah. But wow, wow, wow. Scout's done. We're straight onto the settler. And of course he's found us. Rivers everywhere. Another growth tile up there. And a barb hut to go take care of. And that's another hill. Wow. 13 hill Petra. That's a hill as well. So long term, if you're looking way down the road, there's another 3 hills to make it 16 hills if you were to consider that as your production city for a science run. So I want to move into position because I want to try and kill this guy. I want to get him so I can hit him twice and make sure I kill him so that he can't come back and report.
When you find yourself in a...
I have to attack across a river. Animal husbandry. Already popped 3. At this point, I mean, the production's good. You could consider buying that extra 1 production. 50 gold's kind of meh. I probably should have actually spent some money on Alexander. Because he's going to denounce us. He's got a -8. He's going to denounce us. He's going to want war as soon as he finds us. Let's go get a promotion off this dude.
Water, water everywhere.
Wow. So I'd say that's a city-state there, maybe. Hope I don't... I might die there. If he retaliates, I might die. I lost that battle hard.
It is not wisdom, but all.
I feel compelled to push to a Gogi. To be entirely honest with you. No, I was wrong. That's him. Here comes the troops.
If there are no dogs in heaven, then when I die, I want to go.
Well, a couple of options here. You could head over here, get Petra City started, buy out to the sugar tile, and potentially even buy out to that tile there, and just get the city growing, prepared for a forward entanglement with him. Could also head this way. We don't have a lot of searching done. You could also settle you could settle the lake here and push the culture. There's a 4-2 tile right here actually, and a 2-2 city center. You could go with the 2-2 city center right there, push to the 4-2 tile, get the growth. 1, 2, 3. That is a potential spot there. Either that or you just settle something a little bit more simple and buy out to the 4-2 there. There's a 2-2 there. That's super aggressive, but I feel like this is kind of like another city you could build, but yeah, I think I go here. I think I go here and buy the 4-2 tile. And you start preparing for war. Preslav, not a first meet. So she's down here somewhere, I would say. Okay. Pretty good layout of the land for him. Mountains down in here. Oh, another barb. That fast growth. Because of that high growth tile, you could actually go second on pop 2. You could actually work that, help push the culture tree, help push the gold, obviously, and then you still get 1 production. It's still the equivalent of working a 2-2 and a 2-1, which isn't great, but with all that gold and culture, it's worth it. For sure, it's worth it. Continue to push the slingers because the war is coming. There's no doubt about it. Another nice tile up there. Maybe a coastal city here. Maybe force him back that way and get another hit with the slinger and get a kill. Because, yeah, he's trapped. He could go in here, I guess. He might go in there, actually. He goes in there. It might be a little tricky to grab him, but... Wow. City here. Grabs a 3 campus there. Potentially a city on one of these cattle. Grabs that sugar. Some fresh water over here would be nice. Different potentials. Different potentials. Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to go there. I had a feeling he was going to go there. Go this way and follow him through. He's going to step to there. I go to there. He steps to there. I can step and shoot. But again, he probably gets away. Nan Madal. Banana meat. First meat. Who is that? Is that Zulus? Looks like it might be dark green and white. I don't know. Maybe avoid meeting him until we can do open borders. Oh, hello there. I want the slinger kill. I'm gonna go there and make him want to go back this way. Shit. I'm gonna go to there, and when he goes to there, I go to here, and then I can move in on him. Should be able to negotiate that kill. Mr. Matruse, is Civ 6 really worth to buy? Oh. Best game I've ever played. Well, this is nothing like Civ 5. This is absolutely nothing like Civ 5. This guy's a dead man, but slinger kill. This is much more strategic, much more... there's much more to this game as far as, you know, city building, planning, strategic, gameplay. It's not even remotely similar. It's not even close. I can't believe Alexander. He must have other reasons to stay busy because he is not coming at me, and I'm shocked. There's the shot. There's your archery boost. Well, the AI, it's as good as any other game you'll ever play. It's not ingenious, but if it was ingenious, you wouldn't be able to afford the game, right? It's like I say to everybody that comes in here and complains about the AI. You know, you want to pay $500 for a game? Go ahead. I'm sure there's a game out there with AI that's almost as smart as a human being that will blow your mind. Big Daddy. But it's gets better every playthrough. It gets better. Like every update it gets better. Screw it, I'm gonna go ahead and meet him. Oh, it's not. It's her. Oh, okay. Or play multiplayer, which I find to be a complete waste of time, but it's absolutely very enjoyable to some. This game's certainly not made with the intention for multiplayer. like I say to a lot of people, this game was designed around the idea of single player. 90%, well, 90%. Let's say 60% of the actual game is eliminated when playing on multiplayer. So yeah. But yeah, no, it's I mean, I think the AI makes smart decisions. They're not obviously designed to make the perfect decisions every time kind of thing, but do I play Planet Earth map where Civ start at where starting point? Oh, I haven't done it before. I've done it in past games. I haven't done it in this one. I'm gonna do that soon, actually. There's a really good one that you can get.
Skill without imagination.
This has been an interesting playthrough. I kind of completely lost my way on this particular run. It's kind of bizarre. I thought for sure that he'd be coming at me, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and get some slingers going so I can get to archery and be happy about it. And now it's kind of like, he didn't come and fight me. So I don't really know what to do. We just kind of shift gears again. We've got our defenses set up. Get our monument, switch to settler, and be happy about it, I guess. Yeah, the map that's included with the game is not good. You have to get one off the workshop.
Writing is easy.
Caveman! More biddies. Thank you, bud. Finally a new continent, and not too far away, so we could potentially start pushing there. It's interesting that she's there. I'm thinking that let me go to the loyalty lens for a second here. Okay, so Russia's south. She's got 4 cities right in here. So there's 5 on this continent. Russia is way, way, way to the south. Which means that Poland is probably out here somewhere. They're bringing a trader in. Yeah, here she comes. Yeah, there's the loyalty pusher right there. So, if you got a city on this river, city along this lake, city on this river, maybe. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 extra cities. Maybe you can squeeze one in here. You could get 8 without war, probably. 1, 2, 3. 1 along the coast is 4. 1 in the river is 5. 1 in this lake is 6. 1 in here is 7, and 1 in here would be 8. It's probably best case scenario. Is China any good in this game? Middle of the road, nothing too special. They can build some wonders early, but then they kind of run out of luster. No first meets on city-states is very disappointing. Hattusa's... as far as science. I mean, it's good to see science, guys, but... And she's here, so that's good to know. Definitely would want to start pressuring... pumping out the settlers. Alright. Potentially she's coming for us. No. So settle the stone there, settle that hill, settle in here somewhere, settle in there. You can definitely get your 8 cities in. You'd have to get them out quick just to make sure, but... Everybody was getting first meets but me. Oh. The war's coming this way after all.
That's the positive aspect of trade.
Put a Gogi on. And... Six turns on a slinger. You would die on deity. You're obviously new. You're obviously new around here. Obviously kind of new around here. It's okay. I'm not gonna hold it against you. I knew he was coming. I shouldn't have moved these guys out as far as I did. Yeah, a more productive tile would be nice. Why did it move to that when it could have moved to that? That would be ideal. How much does it cost by a tile now? 60? That puts me at 140. And I'll need... Yeah, I want to get this done. Yeah, I need that in 4. That in 2. And hopefully another one quick. I don't know, we'll see. I should have moved that guy out there exploring. That was kind of an amateurish kind of a move. Being in this position could draw his fire away for sure. As long as I have an escape route, I'm okay. I just don't want to lose the slinger. I think I want to stay there. I could come back here, play it super ultra safe. Four turns on archery. Doesn't really matter. Slingers, no, well they're the early. They're effective early on. They can be quite effective early on. In damn it, I was hoping to kill that guy. In very early battle, but they're not OP by any means, that's for sure. Okay, so there is a kill there. I'll take a hit on him. You stay in position. You go to there. 2 turns on another slinger. So that'll put us at 6 slingers before archery hits. Then we can do our upgrades. You will skip. Oh, there's a kill there. Although that's gonna hurt. He probably won't. Oh, he might kill me. I don't know. I might be able to get away though. It's hard to say. Oh, I got away. Oh no, that's not good. Ow! He's gonna kill me because the warrior. Yeah, turn 40 is completion of archery. Yeah. Go like this. I am gonna move, even though the retaliation will hurt. Like that. He continues. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Continues to pound away at me. Okay, so this guy goes to here and kills him. This guy attacks him. This guy steps back. Man, that's gonna hurt next turn. Let's grab a warrior. I wouldn't have. I was thinking about something completely different. I was gonna move. I was gonna rotate. I should have just kept this guy on the hill, and I just kind of screwed that up. Let's finish the monument just for 1 turn. Like that. This is at 6 slingers. Man, this is starting to hurt.
May the forces of evil become.
Alright, we do have the ability to upgrade to archery, but I need this guy to take a hurt real bad. Okay, he can't take the city now. This guy I upgrade to an archer. This guy goes to here and upgrades to an archer. That guy goes there, that guy goes there. Why didn't I settle on the spices for my capital? Because it would take away a very strong tile. If I settled on the spices, it would become a 3-2 tile. Like, I'd have a 3-2 city center, which is strong. But I'd rather it be a 4-2 tile with 2 gold and extra housing once I work it. Plus, it would have meant a turn 2 settle. Actually, no, it would have been a turn 3 settle. Because I started here and moved to there. I would have had to go to here, go to there, and then settle on it in turn 3. But either case, even if I was started here, you would never settle a spice. The only luxuries I really like to settle are kind of the weaker ones that tea, tobacco. It depends. There's other ones. It depends on what the city center will be and what's around it. But that's a very strong tile to keep. You don't want to lose that strong tile. That's a perfect tile to work right next to your city, right out of turn 1. Absolutely. Now, this is where you have to kind of decide. So let's talk about strategy for a minute. At this point, we've kind of slowed ourselves down because of the early war, and so we haven't gotten things done that we would have liked to have done already. If we were in a situation where we didn't have to go to the war, we'd already have a third settler or a third city going with a second settler, and we'd probably right now be finishing our granary, ready to plant our first campus. As Scotland, that would be ideal. At this point, your capital would monument done, granary done, 2 settlers done, and then you would go straight into planting your campus down and grabbing a builder maybe to chop the stone into the campus, something like that. That would be kind of the ideal what you would want to be. At this point, we only have the 1 extra city, which is, at this point, we're just hanging on, which is fine. We'll hang on here. We're definitely going to win this battle. But you have to make your decision at this point. Okay, are we going to put together enough of an offense to go take him out? We talked about this in the Rome playthrough, actually, which I just posted on YouTube today. In the Rome playthrough, we built enough of an army and enough of a retaliation. Okay, we're going to go take him out. So you have to make that decision. Are we going to fight him and turn it into, let's take his land and, Laraka's world? It does look like he has pretty good land. Absolutely. He is on the same continent, as far as we can tell, unless there's a new continent over here. So it's not going to gain us a lot of extra luxuries, but it would give us land. Land is good, especially if you're going for science. Room for more than 8 cities would be fabulous. But it means deciding on different things. If you're going to make more units to go to war, which is one option, then you're skipping granary for now, you're skipping campus for now, and you're skipping another settler for now, in order to go ahead and make sure you got more units. Nothing wrong with that. The other option at this point would be to say, okay, I'm just going to make sure I play defense. I've got enough units that he's never going to be able to beat me. I throw out my other settler. I'm going to be a little bit late, but I put out my settler for my Petra city. And then once I get to the state workforce, I put my government plaza down. In the meantime of researching that, I get my granary and my campus going. And then switch over to just pumping settlers out of my capital until I've got my 8 cities. That's kind of the 2 options. Do you go to war, or you just say, okay, I've got room for 8 cities. I'm just going to play it's cool and get things going. Because the thing is you can have different ideas, right? Like, he's got a pretty big army, 199. We've already killed 3 units, and he's not going to be obsessed like China was in the last 40 turn game with. He's not going to be obsessed with building wonders. He will absolutely pump units. And if he gets to his specialty units before you can get to him, which is a very good big possibility, then you're going to be in a world of hurt. So just defending him, wearing his army down is not a bad idea. Maybe you could transition later to take his land, but it's kind of it's kind of a decision I guess you have to make for yourself in this situation. I think personally myself, because we have some pretty solid land, we are a little bit squished, so it's not an easy decision. I'll tell you, it's not an easy decision. We are a little bit squished for land. Kind of stuck in the middle. Continuing the war effort might not be a bad idea in this case. I'm kind of back and forth on this right now. It would definitely delay you. Okay, so like you have to get your mind because I often have my mind in, you know, what are the benchmarks you want to get to. You know, at what stage do I want to have 3 cities? At what stage do I want to have 6 cities? I want to make sure I've got my 8 cities by turn 80 or my 10th city by turn 1 or 100 or 110. You have to kind of bench that out if you're going for a fast victory. If you're trying to get put up a fast number. But if you're just looking for long-term security of the game, not worrying about how fast the number is, but making sure you've got tons of space, and you're not worried about getting your campuses down now, you'll catch up later, you're Scotland, you're so strong at science, don't worry about it. That's entirely possible. You don't have any really strong opposing civilizations. It's not like you've got, as far as you know anyway, Korea in the game. You know, you could take a quick look, see if Russia's in the game. Actually, it does look like Russia's in the game. So Russia's in the game. Oh yeah, we know that. We know that, right? We checked the loyalty lens. Didn't we check the loyalty lens and saw Russia? To our south? Yeah, loyalty, he's pushed down to the south. Okay, yeah. So we know Russia's in the game, actually, as it turns out. So that could be a bit of a push on the culture front. You never know. But you should be able to push the science, no problem. You've got good land here. I'm kind of 6 of one, half dozen of the other, but I'm kind of inclined to stick with the military. We have enough for 6 archers. I'd probably go warrior again. That would give us 3 warriors. We do not have access to horses at the moment. Which is... Oh, we got horses. We could get horses down here, but we'd have to build an encampment, because there's only the one. You'd have to decide, I think. At this point, this is where you would have to decide. I hate leaving the Petra City to not start growing as quickly as we can, but it's kind of tough. Hydrate! Thank you. Sorry, Chad. I was kind of ignoring you for a minute because I was trying to make a point there. You're not very good. Yeah, I got the tutorial. Thank you, Brahms. The tutorial's great. Situation is not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Won't who have too much production going on? How you doing, Harold? Good to see you. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you mean by won't he have too much production going on. Is there such thing as too much production? Are you talking about him having too much production? Producing too many units? I'm not sure what you mean there. Let's finish bronze working, find our iron. Yeah, they absolutely do. And on this level... on deity, they start with 3 settlers, 5 warriors, 2 workers, and 2 scouts, I think, or something like that. It's absolutely hard to combat, but you figure out ways. You have to figure out ways to get it done. You could grab God of the Forge. God of the Forge is usually not there. It is there. That could help you pump out a ton of units. If you want to just go screw it, I'm going straight military. I'm going to clean these guys out, build a nice big army, and not stop until I've taken them out, and then switch. You could do that. I never pass on Goddess of the Harvest if it's there. You guys know me. It's completely and totally, utterly boring, but it's fabulous stuff. Divine Spark's also, I always say, a very good option for science or culture runs. If you have a ton of pastures and you're looking for a boost to culture, that's not bad either. But how do you do anything other than Goddess of the Harvest, if you ask me? Yeah, Alexander would be very strong, but that's not a problem. But not a problem at all. We're gonna crush this guy. Crush his world. You know what I'm saying? This guy stays to heal. This guy crosses over. So you can see here, our archers are absolutely going to shred his army. Archers, you asked about our slingers OP. Slingers are the early defense, but very quickly you need to get to archers. You upgrade your slingers into archers, and then you can crush warriors and slingers like nobody's business. At this point, you can see him basically retreating, like, oh, that didn't work, let's get the hell out of here. But I was able to take out a couple more of his units. These guys will be dead before they can get out of range. And yeah, you know what? That's turn 41. But you guys know me. I'm going to give you a bonus 2 turns here. We're going to go turn 42. This guy kills him. This guy goes like that. This guy attacks him. Tricky situation. One of these guys is going to take a promotion next turn. Whichever one we don't kill takes a promotion, then we kill it that following turn. But you want to kill them both so they don't both take a promotion. I would say kill. This is a for sure kill. Next turn he takes a promotion, and this guy gets upgraded to an archer. So we have 4 archers, slingers flanking. There we go. That was oh, okay, yeah, the guy moved up. All right.
It was luxuries like.
At this point, Agogi on still if you're pushing settlers or if you're pushing units. We've got our Pantheon, so you have 2 options. If you're going to keep pushing units, you go production and for urban planning. If you're planning on starting your settlers soon, which I'm torn. You could go there, but we're going to push units. In this case, we're talking about pushing units, but not that we're going to keep going too much longer here. But that warrior has stepped in here. We would want to beat that guy's breaks off if at all possible. And we also have a warrior in here that we want to take a shot with if we could. So at this point, let's just talk. I'm giving you all kinds of bonus turns. This is the last one, I promise. I just wanted to talk about some potential maneuvering of units here. Lessons then recital. Have a good one. All right, Brahms. Have yourself a good night, buddy. And hope the recital goes great. So you've got 2 units here, and you've got 4 archers. This guy's not going to be able to take a shot this turn. We have a warrior that's at full strength at the moment. And this warrior is close to it. I feel like this guy, we back off to here and take a promotion. This guy moves to here. The slightly injured guy moves there. And this guy takes a full hit there. Now, this guy is going to shoot him. This guy is going to shoot him. What? Now that is a definite kill. Then this guy takes a shot at him. This guy takes a shot at him. And he's almost dead. Now he's already taken his promotion, so he won't get a promotion. He'll probably walk away because he'll realize he can't win any of these battles. If for some reason you try to take on the weaker unit, the slinger, this guy does have a promotion in line and ready to go. But we've taken out the units, and his army is getting smaller. At this point, I'd finish the monument. 1 turn real quick on the monument. Put this guy up on higher ground so he can move in and have your strategies. But I'd finish the monument just so that you can start getting that culture going to keep pushing through that culture tree. We would go to here. Being able to build that government plaza and accelerating our settler growth later on will be ideal and be essential because of the slowdown we've had because of the war. This warrior you continue to bring up into play. We're population maxed. I take 5 turns on the granary. This city's growing fast, and you don't want to inhibit its growth. We're up against our housing, so we're at 5 out of 6. We're gonna make that 5 out of 8 and let the housing go again. And then, it's not giving us the prompts. It's so annoying. He goes into Sterling. We take the second promotion as well. Put down the government plaza wherever it is we decide to do it. I would say the government plaza will go out here somewhere. And then that way we could do a whole bunch of amazing adjacencies. with the government plaza and these two cities, probably, I would say. Commercial hubs in along the river, government plaza. Maybe just throw the city's campus in here, although the campus could go down here. I'd probably put the campus maybe even here, government plaza there. Surround it with commercial hubs. That'd be my plan. That's what I do. But anyway, I'm going to call that there for the first 40 turns. I gave you 3 bonus because, hey, I'm in a good mood today. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Something about that early defense war is kind of fun. You just make sure you recognize it. Make sure you know what's going to happen. Get those slingers built early. Make sure you've got, if you can get that bonus to archery with the slinger kill is great as well, like we did here. And then be ready to just, as soon as it happens, like, oh, okay, he's coming for sure. Get on your way to archery. Get a couple more slingers. Get to 5 or 6 slingers. Make sure you got the gold. Upgrade those bad boys. And then when his army comes in, you just pelt them and then counterattack. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. We'll see you next time. We got 4 more. After this one, 4 more. First 40 turns, and we'll have done every civ. Thanks for being here, and we'll catch you next time.